What's up, guys?
Wait.
Oh my god. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mixed Media, and today we have another industry insight video for y'all. If you're new to the channel and you don't know about us, or you haven't watched our last industry insight, we are actually actors. So we have a series on our channel called Industry Insight, and we basically break down stuff in the acting and film industry so y'all can understand a little bit better. Or if you're interested, maybe these are some tools that can help you out if you wanted to get into it.
So for today's topic, we're going to be talking about how to do a self-tape. For those of you who don't know what a self-tape is, it's pretty much just when you do an audition from the comfort of your home and send it to your agent who sends it to casting. So because we're living in a pandemic now, most or pretty much all auditions are self-tapes. So we thought that we'd give you a couple of tips and instructions on how to do one yourself for pretty cheap and super easy.
So let's get into the video.
Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need when it comes to self-tapes is a camera and a tripod. So for camera, pretty much you can use anything. DSLR, phone.
If you have a better camera, if you have a DSLR or like a high quality camera, or even, like one of those pocket cams or anything, that records well, use that. If not, phones have gotten so advanced these days, you can literally just use your iPhone. Like
most people use their iPhone.
Most people just use their phones for auditions. I mean, nobody expects you to have an industry standard camera at home, so if you just use your iPhone, it should work. And
then for a tripod, you can either use like a heavy duty one, like the one Jaeden.
So I have one here, and this one is my old one. I broke it a bit. So, but either way, so yeah, you can see here you can like flip it and all sorts of stuff. You
can get really cheap ones off like Amazon.
This one I got off Amazon. So this is a Newer. This is the name of the company. Newer. This one here, it stands. You can do like 3 things, and yeah, just get off Amazon.
Or you can use one of these, which is just an octopus tripod. You can just prop it up, wrap it around something, stick your phone on top, and you're good to go.
We personally love the octopus tripod for YouTube videos because you can just kind of prop it up anywhere.
As long as you have a spot that you can put your phone or camera up that presents you in a good direction, then you're fine.
Right. Okay, so the next thing that is most important when you're doing a self-tape is you're gonna want some good lighting. So we're here, and this is my kind of self-tape room here that we use for all my self-tapes that I do. What we have here is we're using some box lights.
Or soft boxes.
Soft boxes, if whatever you want to call them. Anything natural is usually the best though. So if you don't have natural light, or a place where like the window can shine on you, or like an open area with a lot of light coming in, if you don't have that, another good option again is the box lights. Or you could even go with like a ring light or something like that, again off Amazon. Amazon's gonna have most of the stuff on this list.
You don't need to spend a lot on lighting, but you need something that will light your face and won't look too artificial.
And trust me, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
A dark lit audition, anything that's the lighting looks kind of off can throw off anybody who's watching it, or make your performance not look as good or anything like that.
You need to be able to see your face when you're acting, so it's really important to have well lit room. And yeah. Okay, so for the next step, you need a good spot to do a self-tape. It needs to be reasonably quiet because you don't want it to have background noise, like cars going by in the background, birds chirping,
for
whatever.
Example, you guys can hear a heater in the back. That's an example of just a background noise that you would just prefer not to have. People understand you're at home, can't really do anything about it, but So when you're looking for a background wall or surface or anything, you want it to be a blank color, just a regular, basic, plain color. Nothing special, nothing not like chartreuse.
You can either use a wall, you can use a bed sheet, you can use a blanket, whatever.
You can buy curtains.
Yeah, solid color works the best. Patterns are gonna pull focus, and it's just not gonna look professional.
Which leads us into the next thing, which is wardrobe, or what clothing you're wearing during an audition. Again, you want to go with things that aren't too flashy, not so many name brands all over the place.
Like what we're wearing right now looks pretty good. plain black t-shirt,
plain white t-shirt, or if you want to go beige, or anything that makes your eyes pop or something like that, or skin color looks good on your skin, whatever it is, that's a good idea.
You also want to consider what role you have. You know, let's say you're auditioning for a pumpkin, you might want to wear an orange shirt.
Right.
Not a pumpkin suit, but maybe an orange shirt, just so that they can see kind of a visual image of what you might look like as that character.
Another thing is sometimes casting directors or productions will ask you to audition in certain types of clothes. Like they'll ask for you to wear like a blazer or like a jacket or something just to like fit the role. It's not as common, but
it happens.
It happens.
So make sure you pay attention to that and look out for any specific descriptions that they put that you should wear.
Next thing, when it comes to self-tapes, 99% of the time, you're gonna need another person reading with you.
Yeah.
When they send you scenes to, you know, read or give a pass to, it's usually with another person. Anybody in your household, you know, your sister, your mom, brother, siblings, parents, grandmother, whoever, caregiver, whatever you have in your house kind of works. If there's nobody in your house, you live alone maybe, you know, you could call a friend, again, a family member on Zoom
call, FaceTime, whatever works, just as long as you're able to read off of somebody and not just pretend like someone's talking.
A lot of times as an actor, it's quite helpful to have a reader too. I mean, you're able to act off of each other, which helps a lot, and you know, it can elevate your performance. It's definitely important to always have a reader. You do get those 1 in a, you know, 1,000 auditions where it's like a monologue or something, but those are rare again, but it does happen. So I would just say always try and have a reader on deck when you have an audition.
Okay, so for the next thing that we're going to talk about is framing. So when it comes to framing, you kind of want a medium close-up for your
That's
shot.
the money shot for pretty much every audition. They're most of the time they're gonna ask for a medium close-up.
They don't want to see your whole body. They don't want it to be an awkward like cut off at your hips or something weird.
Nothing angled.
They want to see straight on, seeing your face, seeing your reaction.
A nice clean basic shot. Again, a lot of these auditions are just kind of clean cut, basic. They just want to see you. That's the most important thing. The next thing, this is a very important part of your audition, the slate. So the slate is, you know, you kind of introduce yourself, you give them a little bit of information. It's usually the same stuff, but sometimes they'll ask for specific things. Most of the time it's going to be name, age, height, and agency or representation.
Very basic.
Don't
basic. Blab, just list the things and go right into it.
Sometimes they will ask your location or things like that, and you just
drive?
Can you drive?
Can you dance? You know, like they'll ask for specific things. Maybe if their role you need
pertains to that, right?
Yeah.
You know, you add that in if they ask for it. Otherwise, you just keep it basic.
Hi, my name is Zoe Fraser. I'm 19 years old. I'm 5'3", and I'm with AMI.
After you get your slate done, you're gonna want to get into, you know, reading, giving your read for the line. I always try and have my lines memorized. It's just better that way.
Looks more professional.
Looks more professional. It's more fluid. I know in the States, it's not necessary. That's the thing I've actually learned recently. A lot of times they'll actually be reading off of the paper, and you know, people don't really care. So if you live in the States, you can do it that way. Actually, if you live in Canada, you can do it that way too. I just prefer to have my lines memorized, so I would suggest that you memorize them. If you can't, you know, it is what it is. However, when you are giving your read, you want to do a couple of different passes. You know, you don't want them to all sound the same. You know, this one you maybe give a little more emotion. This one, you know, maybe lighten it up, making it more natural. This one, you know, you're excited. You know, you switch it up a bit. Give yourself variety
to look
over it and see.
Pick the best one.
You got to see it afterwards to see what it really looks like. So you give yourself a few options. You give a few passes. You look them over, see which one you like the best. You send that one in. In some cases, some representation also wants to see
a few
passes. Like for me for example, you know, my agent always asks to see a few different passes. So, you know, I send him a few. We decide which ones are the best, and then we send those into the casting director.
But it really depends on like your particular situation. I will edit it, send the best ones I like, put it through. It's checked over, and there you go.
As the same as everything is in the industry, nobody really does it the same.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but you know, everyone has their kind of little thing that they do different. So it's going to be different at every agency, or if you're represented by, you know, let's say your parent or yourself even, you know, you're obviously going to take the process a little different than any other person.
Okay, so after you've given it a few passes, you've picked your best takes, you've figured out what you're gonna put through is you need to edit it together. Now, you can actually get a self-tape, it's called, I think, My Self-Tape app, and that will actually edit it together for you, but it comes with a fee.
I actually use the My Self-Tape app. It's very useful. If you can afford it, I do suggest downloading it. We're not sponsored by them. Just really love the app. It works really well. It's very easy and simple to use. It's very convenient. However, if you can't afford it, there's always other things. Splice, iMovie, if you have an Apple device.
Yeah, so for me, I just edit everything together on iMovie. I have templates that I just cut my old clips out and I put the new clips in and everything's the same, and I send it right through and export it, and it works well. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I specifically, but how self-tapes are supposed to look when they're edited, we can make a video if you guys are interested in seeing that.
Leave that in the comment section below. We can get that out for you guys. Show you guys how to use iMovie or Splice or any of these softwares. The software doesn't really matter so much as long as you're getting a clip together. It looks nice. Doesn't matter what software you're using. At the end of the day, the audition is about you, right? It's not about the editing. So just keep that in mind when you're editing your stuff.
And that's it. Then you just send your tape through and your agent should send it through to casting and you're good to go.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make a self-tape. If you guys, have any questions, leave those in the comment section. If you guys want to see a different tutorial on anything to do with film, we have that out for you guys. We can get it out for you guys as fast as you like. Just let us know. We gotta know, so you gotta let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, again, leave a like. If you're new to this channel, you better hit that subscribe button right now.
Turn on post notifications so you know every time we post, because
we post some bangers. And if you guys are interested in not only film stuff, but challenges or other things that we do those on this channel. So check it out.
And cut.